Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, the motivational professional development guy. Today, we're going to do tips on effective communication. Tips on effective communication. So, I'm going to start out by saying, just like anything else, you have to be willing to communicate effectively. That's where it starts, right? Because if you're not willing to communicate effectively, you're not going to communicate effectively, okay? All right, so number two, get to know your audience. Get to know your audience. What I mean by that is, if you are a supervisor, manager, any type of leader inside of a company, get to know something about the staff that you're trying to build into a team. Get to know something about them. Something about them. Now, I'm not saying that you have to become their best friends and go out to dinner, have drinks and all that. It's fine if you do that, but you don't have to do that. But get to know something about them if you want to communicate to them effectively. Hey, if you're a business owner and you're trying to do business with another business, right? Or trying to partner with someone or trying to do business with another business, get to know something about that customer, that new client, that business partner that you're trying to do business with. Get to know something about them. All right. If it's a one coworker trying to get to know another coworker, and you want to be able to communicate better with your coworkers, get to know something about your coworker. So, bottom line, get to know your audience. That is your audience. The people that you're trying to do business with and communicate with, that is your audience. Next, you want to make sure that whatever it is that you're communicating, you want to make sure that whoever's supposed to get the message, whether it's one person or a group of people, number one, that they actually got the message. Next, you want to make sure that they understood the message, right? Because we can't always assume that someone understands the message. So we have to be a little bit more intentional about what it is that we're trying to communicate. A little bit more intentional about that, right? Number three, has there any action been taking place? Meaning, whatever it is that you're communicating, has action been taking place? Have whatever it is, whatever information you disseminated to a group of people or to that one person, whatever it is that you disseminated, did they understand it? Did they put whatever their action is, that ask that you asking them to do, is it in place now? Is it starting to go? Is it a go? Is it moving? Is there any movement in it, right? Is anything like that? Being intentional about it. But here's the thing, that second thing that I mentioned as far as did they understand it? We have to be more intentional, right? So an email just won't do. An email just will not do. I know we like to send emails because we're so busy, and we just send an email. While I send an email, yeah, it sounds good to you, and you understood it. But how do you know that someone else understood it? How do you know that you have effectively communicated to the people that needed to hear it? The people that you're trying to get something done through them, because that's what leaders do, right? We get work done through others. We're trying to influence someone to work with us, right? We're trying to influence someone to work with us. Sometimes you have to get up out of your desk, get from your desk, leave your beautiful office, and walk the floor and say, hey, did you all get my message? You got my email? I sent an email out. Or I sent an email out. Did you check it? Did anyone have any questions? Anyone need clarity on anything? Or we have a meeting at the end of the day or the middle of the day, we have a huddle, or first thing in the morning. Hey, I sent an email out yesterday. Did everyone get it? Did everyone get a chance to read it? Did you understand it? Anyone have any questions? Right? That gives you an opportunity to ensure that they understood exactly what it was that you were trying to convey to them. That's how you make sure that you are communicating effectively. What I'm telling you is, the onus is on you, the communicator. The person who's doing the communicating, it is on you. So you can't say because I'm the boss, because which I don't use that term, because I'm the owner, because I'm your supervisor, because I'm your manager, or you're supposed to check your email. Yes, but we all know that several emails come throughout the day that do not pertain to us, and we don't know what someone else was doing at the time you sent that email, right? And if you really truly need to get whatever it is that you need to get done, then you need to be willing to go and find out if all recipients received it. Not just doing a receipt to say, hey, Everyone responded back except for this person, or everyone responded back except for this person. Guess what? At the end of the day, you needed everyone to know and to get it done, and everyone didn't know. So you have to be more intentional. It's on you to make sure that everyone got it, right? Everyone that was supposed to get it, and everyone understood it. And whatever it is message that you sent out or trying to convey, whatever action you need to take place, that is moving. It's in movement. All right. So be more intentional about your communicating. Be more intentional about if you want to be an effective communicator. Right. All right, folks. This has been the Motivational Professional Development Guy. Those were tips on effective communication. Thank you all for joining us. Hey, enjoy the rest of your week.